oftentimes we can think, oh, this is just because I am like a glutton, or I like food too much, or it's just because I want to be skinny, or because whatever it may be. But the reality is something else is going on underlying that, and that is the reason why you're struggling. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Earthfully Free. My name is Breanna, and this channel is mainly focused on the plant-based lifestyle, vegan travel, different things that I do. And so yeah, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about emotional eating. And emotional eating is something that I have struggled with off and on in my life. It is something that really affected me when I was younger, and something that I have recently become a lot healthier about. I still struggle with once in a while, but it's not as big of an issue. So there was a time in my life when I was extremely insecure about my body. I really hated my body, and because of external circumstances that were going on and different things that were affecting me in my life, it caused me to have an emotional eating disorder, I guess I would call it. It wasn't extreme, as some eating disorders are, but I'm just going to share with you the things that really helped me to overcome that. And this is by no means to replace a doctor's advice or anything like that. I am not a physician, I am not a therapist. These are just things that I want to share with you because they really helped me. So I'm really passionate about healing things at their source of where they went wrong, not just a superficial thing that is happening. So for example, with eating, like overeating or undereating, oftentimes we can think, oh, this is just because I am like a glutton, or I like food too much, or it's just because I want to be skinny, or because whatever it may be. But the reality is something else is going on underlying that, and that is the reason why you're struggling. So the first step in overcoming emotional eating is to figure out what is triggering it. For example, the things that trigger emotional eating for me are high amounts of stress that I haven't dealt with, unhappiness in my life in any area, relationships with my body, different things like that, just not really enjoying life or having fun at any point. And then dieting or calorie counting is a huge one for me. If I try to restrict myself in any way, something about me wants to do the opposite of that, and so then I'll want to eat too much. So it's almost like a mind game with me. Also depression or any kind of, again, unhappiness, sadness, anxiety, depression, all these things can trigger emotional eating because you're trying to fulfill the hole that is inside of you, that you're like, something's not lining up, I don't feel good, I just want to eat everything. And then the other thing is shame. If you are processing shame over who you are as a person, or anything in your life that you're embarrassed about, or really just any kind of shame, can be a huge trigger for unhealthy habits such as emotional eating. So here is how I found my cure. These are the things that really helped me to overcome emotional eating and to be in a much healthier state of mind. The first thing, which is very important, is learning to eat food with an abundance mindset. Meaning when you sit down to eat, you don't say, I can only have this small of a portion, or I can only have this much. And instead, sitting down and being so grateful for the food that is in front of you, eating it slowly and mindfully, and having no restrictive thoughts of saying, I can't finish this plate, or I'm not allowed to eat this bread, or whatever. And just allowing yourself to eat is honestly one of the first steps in recovery from emotional eating, especially if you're eating plants. Now the reason why plants are so important is because they literally give you life. Most plant foods are very high in fiber, so if you're eating high amounts of fiber, you will stay satiated and full for a lot longer. Another important food group is carbs, which a lot of fruits are considered carbs. If you are not eating any carbs in your diet, you will find yourself wanting to reach for that, bag of popcorn or whatever it is you want to really instead of eating filling plant meals. They will keep you full for a long time and make you feel really content after you eat, like you don't want any more. So that really helped me a lot, switching over to a plant-based diet, which is something obviously that I'm very passionate about and like to share with the world. My second tip is to fill your life with primary foods. Now, these are not actual foods. These are things that fulfill you more than food. For example, the first one would be healthy relationships. And I'm not just talking romantic relationships. You may not be in a romantic relationship, and that is great, fine, healthy. I'm talking finding people and friendships, people who lift you up when you're down, who will help you out when you're sad, who you can be fully honest with and fully yourself. If every relationship in your life drags you down or is filled with negativity or is toxic, you will find yourself reaching for something to help you feel better, and that might be food. So in order to keep a healthy relationship with your appetite, it's important to have healthy relationships with people. The second thing I would say is a fulfilling career. If you are unhappy at work, it will affect every part of your life. And you may not think that it does, but it really matters how you're making your money. For your emotional health, your physical health, and your mental health. It's really important to be in a job that fulfills you, even if it's not exactly your dream job, but something that makes you feel like you're doing something important, you're adding value to the world, and you're living with peace in your conscience and your heart, fulfilling the things that you desire to do. The third thing is a regular exercise routine. I've talked about this before a lot on my Instagram, but exercise is something that when you get out of the weight loss mindset of exercise and you just get into a mindset of I want to take care of my body and I love to move, it changes your life. Like just getting out and having fun, if you hate running, go find something else you like to do, or start doing yoga or something like that. Something about moving the body gets you out of your head. It gets you out of like cravings, cycles, and emotions. Helps you to release them. And number 4 is spiritual practices. Whether you're a spiritual person or not, some of these things may help you. For example, journaling, reading self-improvement books may help you, or even just stories, anything to kind of get out of your head. And then also meditation has been a huge help in my life. Learning to quiet my rushing thoughts and really be present in the moment can help me to avoid trying to escape my anxieties through food. So that's everything. I hope this has been really helpful to you guys. I'm so glad that you're here, and thank you so much for watching my videos. It means so much to me. Every time I look at the numbers of people that watch my videos, whether it's 15 or 75, I feel so happy that even one person like watched something that I made. It really fills me up. So I hope this was helpful to you. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to check me out on Instagram. My Instagram name is Earthfully Free, just like my YouTube name, and you can find me on there. I share a lot in my stories and my page, just thoughts from my heart that I'm sharing with the world. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you.